my phone. It's got to work a little bit better, right?
She has a brand new phone, and my phone has been dropped, oh, so many times.
It's been dropped. It's been, yeah, dragged through the mud.
Yeah, so we'll get to painting, I guess, and doing what we
need
do.
to at least put that open so
yeah.
I can see things. That was my problem before. I wasn't paying attention to the fact that I need to be able to see what y'all are saying and say hi. Look, I'm crooked. My phone's got one of those poppets on the back. So it's kind of crooked on there, isn't it? All right, don't get seasick with us today. Here's my recap, though. I'm working on mutilating a lamp. Taking the top off so far. Got my little snippers. Cut my little wires off. Unscrewed the top piece. See, it screws right on. Toss that aside. Don't need it no more.
Hey, I heard you. Oh, Amber says the sound is much better.
Because my phone is awesome.
Because hers is brand new and mine's like 7 years old. No, it's not really that many years old, but you know, as much as I do on it, it feels like it's 7 years old. Might as well be. Might as well be. In life terms or whatever it is. So
in dog years.
In dog years. So I have this new little turning table. Got a couple of them.
The little turning tables have been fun.
Oh, thanks, Sue. I appreciate you watching your first live with us. Wow.
No, I'm doing live with you.
Well, this is Sue Gaultier. I don't know. Hi, Dana from California. So, because in case you missed the previous Gaultier, whatever, I don't know. I'm not good at this part. In case you missed, Sue is going to remake these lamps, and we're going to turn them into candlesticks. I have some old signs. I'm going to paint with DIY vintage linen and turn them into, I've got these cute decoupage papers that we just got in at the shop. And I'm going to start some holiday stuff because we did a market last weekend and I'm kind of done with spring and summer right now. Even though I don't want it to get cold, I like spring and summer in Florida. That's why I live in Florida. But I am ready for, this has been, you ever have a Friday that's really more like a Monday? That's my day.
It's been a Friday.
The stager that has been on my team the longest, today was her last day.
Yeah, she started with us as an intern and worked her way up and everything. And my God, she's got talent.
She does. And she got headhunted by a design firm.
So good for her.
So I wish her all the best in the world. But for me, I am like...
She gets to go live her dream.
And I am like... I wish you the best. I hate you. I mean, I don't mean that. I just...
I love you. I hate you. Get the heck out of here.
I actually gave her a hug.
Which is rare. Very, very rare for you.
I asked her if I could hug her. She's like, I was going to ask you, but I know you hate hugs.
You have a reputation as a non-hugger.
I am a non-hugger. What was it? I did this to Heather one day, and she was like, oh, it's like a Melissa hug.
Well, I guess that's true. Okay, this thing has got everything glued into place. I work with a lot of lamps. They do not have this much glue on them, or any glue on them.
Not usually happen that way.
Somebody manufactured this one very well.
Or somebody's taken it apart at some point and
glued the heck out of it.
But I didn't know that before I gave it to you.
I know. I didn't know that before you gave it to me either. Time for more tools. Yay me.
So yesterday morning, I actually was in here long enough to start cleaning this area that we're sitting in. This whole area was full of boxes. So
it looks so much better.
Hi, Carrie. Thanks for joining us.
Just about have a dance in here. Got a little bit of room.
Yeah, so John's like this morning, hey, does that mean since you've got all that cleared out, I can bring more boxes in?
Just trying to get that garage clear.
It's like, what are the boxes? He's like, it's more craft stuff. Oh my, okay. And I'm not gonna lie, the main reason that we moved is because I didn't have enough craft space.
Yes, that's true. And when we moved in here with all the boxes, I was really contemplating whether or not you were going to have room for a craft room.
But I'm doing okay so far. And I could still put more shelving there.
Shh, don't even.
But I'm trying not to block the windows too
much.
much.
You've got space. Ah, there we go. Finally. Little bits and pieces. Now I've got this other weird... Well, I guess that's not going to be in my way. It's just... I'll have to paint that, right? Paint it to match?
Yeah, just paint it to match because we're going to put...
I'm going to glue the little...
Because we're going to put the little round circle
there we go.
on there like that.
What do you think?
It could be a lamp or a
candle holder.
Candle holder.
That's how Professor Plum died, you know, in the library. Was with the candlestick.
Oh. I was like, what is she talking about?
I'm a freak. I can't help it. All right, I'm done. I'm out of here. Oh, wait.
No, you're not.
You want me to paint this?
Yes. I will share my vintage linen with you.
Oh, you are so kind.
And generous.
Let's see here.
No, she did not agree with that. And she didn't disagree with it either, technically.
I'm just moving on.
And we are moving on. Do you guys have those like little phrases in your house that everybody knows what the next part is? Because it's from somewhere. Like if one of us ever says, and we are
moving on,
we know that the next line is moving on. Because before the pandemic, we used to go to Universal Studios all the time.
That's the beauty part of living in Florida.
Yep. So we used to go to Universal all the time. And one of the shows that we liked when we were tired at the end of the day, it was definitely
It was definitely a... I don't mind sitting there for a while and watching this cute little entertainment.
Yeah, it's not like top-notch entertainment, this show. This was the, what was it? There was the ride, it wasn't Earthquake,
It wasn't Earthquake, because Earthquake you had to walk through.
But you were on the tram.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but it was, it was John Lithgow.
No.
Yeah.
Walking.
Oh, Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken. One of those weird guys. It was Christopher Walken, and he was like a scientist in this. And we were
doing the movie thing. It was
we were making a movie.
Making a movie. The subway blows up, and you know.
You sure that wasn't Earthquake?
It wasn't Earth. Well, maybe it was Earthquake.
I feel like it was Earthquake.
Probably Earthquake. Oh, it was one of those.
Anyway,
It's not there anymore.
It's not. But when it was time to go to the next section, he was always, and we are moving on.
Moving on.
So that's like our thing. That was a really long story. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We've lost our mojo or something.
It's
Don't
Friday.
know.
It's been a crazy day.
I could talk about how my husband tried to kill me yesterday.
Whew. Do not move things with husbands onto trailers.
At least not mine.
I don't want to say better you than me, but, you know.
Does anybody else want to know how my husband tried to kill me yesterday? If so, chime in. Otherwise, I shall go on something else.
It was interesting.
And you weren't even there.
I was not even there.
She just knows what she came home to.
I know what working with John is like when moving furniture. Or anything.
Rashad is like, yes, do tell. Right. So we are still trying to finish up the other house. I was really hoping that it was going to go on the market yesterday or today. But no, nope. Hopefully next week. So I'm trying to finish up the staging over there. I just painted the kitchen cabinets. I am trying to, there's an area in my kitchen, which I'll show, like I'll take a video and show you guys what the old house looks like when it's all finished. But there's an area in the kitchen that really needs like a long console.
Okay, yeah, definitely need something in there.
And I had one in there because we've always had one in there, but I really needed to paint it to be a little more neutral.
She feeds the cats on it, so little cat claws climbing up and down that thing.
Yeah, and so it really needed a paint job, and I planned on painting it, but now there's been so much going on, I haven't had any time to paint it. So I figured that I would just bring one from the warehouse and stage with that. Okay. So,
seems easy enough.
hey, Bree. And so it seems easy enough. We move furniture all the time. I put it in my trailer. It was only like a couple of boxes, that console, and 2 side tables. That was like it. So I'm like, I didn't need the movers for that. There was no reason to pay the movers for that.
Yeah.
Yep. So I asked John to help me because I did bring a dolly, which to move the consoles with a dolly is fairly easy.
Yes.
And the guys do it literally all day long. And I asked my husband to help me, and this has now become ridiculous. I'm just going to say.
He is not a furniture mover.
He is not a furniture mover. So he doesn't seem to know what he's doing with the dolly. And I was working on things. He's like, I need your help to get it up the ramp. So I'm like, okay. So
you know, I don't want to brag or anything, but I basically loaded the trailer twice full of household items by myself while he packed boxes. I didn't need any help with anything.
No.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I just want to throw that out there.
But anyway.
Oh, that includes a big long dresser.
Yeah. It does, actually. One about the same size and probably about the same weight.
Yeah,
except for yours had a broken leg.
It was much heavier.
Except for yours had a broken leg.
It did.
And this one was fully intact.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So anyway, he needs help getting it up the ramp. Fine, no problem. So he pulls it up the ramp, and I'm just there to help push a little bit, help make sure it doesn't really slide off. But when he gets on the ramp with it, he lets go of the dolly.
Nobody knows why. I'm sure he did not give you an explanation because I have not heard one yet.
He said it had to lay flat, so he couldn't reach it.
And I have actually used the dolly with long pieces like that and have been able to steer and keep the dolly moving with no problem using just the furniture to guide me.
Right. And I would have done it except for I'm too short.
You are a little on the short side.
Like it's longer than I am tall, and I wouldn't be able to see over it to steer or see around it to steer. That's the main reason. Plus, he's stronger than me. So anyway, he's now let go of the dolly and is just holding on to the dresser. And did I mention it was raining?
It's Florida.
It's Florida. It's always raining in the afternoon. So, and I was wearing tennis shoes and he was wearing flip-flops.
That was a mistake on his part.
Well, he claims that when I said I needed help with the trailer, that he didn't understand we'd be moving furniture.
Oh.
Okay. He thought I wanted help backing it in.
That would be entertaining, and believe me, I would put that live.
He won't even drive the truck with the trailer attached.
Melissa's gotten quite good with the trailer.
And I don't know if you've seen it parked. I did a really good job.
I haven't been by the house.
It only took me like 2 tries.
Hey, that's really good.
I know. I was like going to send a picture, but then that would be silly because nobody really knows what that means. But anyway, so he's let go of the dolly. This big, heavy 1970s console
it's
that not only is, you know, particle board, but also has drawers, like 9
it's all
drawers
that MDF
and
heavy
doors.
stuff, man. That heavy. That's a heavy piece just to slide around on the tile floor.
Rashonda says I don't have any nice words for John right now.
Yeah, Melissa was not, I don't know, were you speaking to him much last night? Because
yeah, so I'll finish and then, yeah. I do have a fat lip and more right now, but I'm getting to. So I'm like, you let go of the dolly. He's like, well, I couldn't reach it. He's like, you just need to push. I'm like, I can't push. The dolly's coming off. Because he's pulling on it and I'm pushing on it. But it's basically sliding now off the dolly towards him.
oh yeah.
But the dolly's staying where it is. And I've got the part that's got the foot on it, basically, you know, the L part.
Oh, okay.
Right? He doesn't have that part. I have that part. So as I'm pushing it off the dolly, but now it's between me and a piece of furniture. Okay? So he's like, you just need to push harder. Push harder. Right?
I don't think it needed to push harder. I'm not sure.
So he's yelling at me, push harder. You need to push harder. So I'm like trying to brace the cart, the dolly, with like where my feet are and kind of my calves, right? Not my calves, the front of your calves, your shit or
The
shin.
shins?
Yeah, trying to push it while I'm pushing so they'll try to stay together.
I don't know. I just can't even picture it.
So he pulls, I push. Next thing you know, my feet give under me. And I am going to do a face plant. And that would be one thing, except for my face hits the console. So what you said that my nose was bleeding yesterday?
She's got a little scratch on the end of her nose, right above where her fat lip is.
Yeah, I've got a big abrasion right here, so I've got a bit of a fat lip. And I think I have a little red here too.
I do not like painting all these little jaggedy
Yeah,
tips.
well, really should have given you
a better brush.
I should have given you a French tip.
Yeah.
So that's where my face hit, and then my boob hit the corner of the dresser, and then my stomach hit the L that was standing up straight.
Ooh, did it really?
It did.
Oh.
Like I could have been sliced in half.
That's a painful area right there. That's.
And then I proceeded to roll down the ramp.
Well, yeah, I would imagine rolling would definitely be part of that. Probably a little screaming at the same time if you didn't go oof. Did you go oof?
I'm pretty sure I screamed.
Okay.
I can't imagine how I would have not screamed.
Well, did any neighbor come to help you?
No.
Was John laughing the entire time?
And meanwhile, he's like standing there still with the dresser in his hands.
Push!
And he's all like, what happened?
You know, usually when Melissa and I work together moving furniture, I will inevitably injure her in some way. I guess John has taken that over for me. So
yeah.
Hopefully that means I will never injure you again while we move furniture together.
I'm not moving furniture with him.
I try and avoid it myself.
And all I could think as I hit the ground after rolling down the plank is, why didn't I have my video camera on that? I should have known us trying to load the dresser would have been good YouTube footage.
That would have been good YouTube footage.
That could have gotten me viral.
I'd have put it on TikTok for sure. I'd share the heck out of it.
It was really terrible.
Well, you're alive, and that's the important thing. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this morning,
how bruised are you today?
I am really sore, and I have a giant bruise on the side
Did
of
you
my.
put my pain away?
Oh.
I guess I'm done.
I have a giant bruise on the side of my breast. It looks like I have road rash across my stomach where I hit the bar and scraped it.
That little, oh yeah. Yeah, that hurts.
It wasn't fun.
But we're happy to have you here today. What you looking at?
Rashonda says, Melissa, I could have died. John, but did you? Yeah, basically. Camilla says, ladies, can I ask you if you could read my mind? I think my mind. I can't find large candlesticks either. Also, could you please do something for a condo with no living room windows?
No living room windows?
You have no living room windows? I would definitely put some beautiful art in that so it makes you feel like you have windows.
Definitely some good lighting.
Yeah, good lighting would be important. Watch my staging videos come on.
Ooh, the staging videos can be fun.
So we staged that mansion like 2 weeks ago. I didn't even tell you this.
No, what? What happened? What?
So it's still not on the market.
Oh.
It went on the market for like a half a minute.
Who pulled it off?
And then they pulled it off because the owner wanted something different done with the video. So they have to go reshoot the video.
You know, Roberta is an excellent agent. She goes all out for her customers. She does videos on all of her houses. She gets the drone footage. She gets my photography, which is the most awesome in the world.
She does really do.
And she comes out with you know, great ways of promoting the homes that she sells.
She said she like had a downright movie done, like a 3-minute movie.
She does that.
She said because this is an old plantation, she said they had it like shot in sepia with a soldier and stuff like that, and then like going to modern times.
I want to see this. How come she didn't share this with me?
She said she put it on Facebook for like a half a minute and then pulled it back. And the seller, who is a celebrity, decided that they didn't want any reference to antebellum.
Oh, that's probably
for this property, except for it's absolutely an antebellum plantation, which is probably what would sell it.
I'm trying to think of the history of that house.
It was a hospital during the Civil War. It was a plantation, and then they turned it into a hospital during the Civil War. That housed both Confederate and Union soldiers. So now she can't use any of that video. So she has to do more video.
Now I gotta come up with a whole new idea.
So I can't post my stuff about it until it's live. So we're still waiting to be able to put that up. It's staged. We have amazing photos. I have great video of the agents talking about it and our services. And nothing.
I went back there twice to get photographies because we had a heck of a problem with the main chandelier. It would not light up for us to save my day. I swear, it would not light up.
We're fairly confident that it's haunted.
Oh, it is haunted. It's absolutely haunted. As to who is haunting it, I am starting to wonder if it was Susan or not. Sue? I can't remember the Sue Smith. Yeah. Shoo. We had things falling off of walls apparently when
nobody's around. But somebody spoke negatively about a picture in the house that was of a gentleman, and then they were downstairs, and then a picture fell off the wall directly across from it, which was his wife. Yeah.
So was she upset, you think? I don't know.
I don't know. That's what they thought. I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is when I was in the house taking pictures, just to be on the safe side, talked to her the whole entire time.
Except for the chandelier wouldn't go on.
Except, well, I don't think that was her fault. They have stupid 1970s remote switch thing on there. That's
terrible.
Oh my goodness. Some analog device kicked our butt trying to figure out how to turn the lights on. It refused to go on.
Yeah, so I was gonna say Rashonda's asking what I got here. So
What are you doing?
So we've got these pretty napkins that we just got in. And since I painted over these signs on these boxes, these are my Santa Clauses.
I like the Santa Claus.
And it's the perfect size for this little thing. And then I've got DIY's liquid patina.
Speaking of patina, her fur is getting into my paint.
Patina's also our dog. And I am just gonna lay my little Santa right here. He's so cute. He's got like a little cardinal. And I'm just gonna use my finger and carefully rub it down. It doesn't bother me if it has some wrinkles. So it doesn't bother me at all. So I've got it down, you can see. He's so cute on there. I painted it white because, you know, napkins are really sheer. It's a 2-ply napkin, so I pulled it apart. And now that I've put liquid patina down and I put my napkin on.
People are lucky she told you that, because when I tried this for the first time, she did not tell me to pull the napkin apart.
Well,
boy, did I mess that up.
I thought you knew.
How would I know?
I don't know. Most people have done some decoupage.
If I did, it was kindergarten.
Well, you don't remember?
Not really.
What, are you old?
I am old. Thank you.
So I'm just going to put this on here. And I have some, I probably won't do it tonight because I'll need this to completely dry. But I do have a product from Prima that has little bits of glitter in it.
Ooh.
And so I may cover him with a little bit of glitter when he's all dry.
Everyone needs a little bit of glitter.
Everybody needs a little bit of glitter. So I've got it on here, and now since the edge is damp, I'm just gonna carefully pull, just like super carefully pull the edge. I don't want it to pull up, so I'm making sure to pull down as I go around this. And then I'm just gonna let it dry all the way, and when it's 100% dry, then I will go with sandpaper and sand off all of the edges, and it'll be really nice. What do you think? Isn't he cute? I love him.
Ho, ho, ho.
And the pack of napkins are only, I think they're only like $5.95. $6. So $6 for 20 napkins, and shipping should be like $1.95, I think.
And that's 4 Santas per napkin.
And it's like 4 Santas per napkin. These are also really cute on jars. This almost completely goes around a quart. I think you do have to use a little bit of the other side, or you could leave it clear. I'll do some of those with these and show you, but they're really cute. So I'm going to do another one, and then I'm going to do the Merry Truck.
I think I got some jars for you this week I'll be bringing.
Yeah, so why don't you tell them what you've been up to?
Me, I've had a very busy week. For whatever reason, I've taken on cleaning out estate sales. Everybody needs a hobby, and so I've started this one. And I'm working with a wonderful person, Diane, and she, you know, does her estate sale, and then she finds, tries to find a buyer for the remainder of the estate sale. And I'll either decide to buy the entire remainder of the estate sale, or this last time I just told her I wasn't interested, and she's like, well, if you take all the smalls, will you just clean everything right out? And I'm like, well, okay. There were some good smalls in there, so
she
I
just
figured
gave it all to you for the price of cleaning it.
So I think that's a fair trade, because for crying out loud, those junk removal people probably cost quite a bit. So,
yeah.
You know, I'm saving her a good $1 here and there, and she's given me all kinds of fun, weird things that, you know, I just love going through junk.
Hi, Darlene. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And the kind words.
So this house has a lot of handmade pottery and things like that, which I love pottery. I love to see what people can do with pottery and things. So a lot of fun things like that. And then, you know, you just find weird little knicky-knacks that need to be redone.
Yeah, so we had just shrunk our booth.
Redunner.
So we had just shrunk our booth at Great American. So they're primarily antiques and vintage stuff. Whereas Vintage B is really more, our store is really more about DIY and
Painted
repurposed.
furniture and repurposing things.
So we are probably going to have to go back to a bigger booth at Great American.
Yep. Yeah. If I'm getting my hands on some antiques and collectibles, then that's the place for me. And
you see how easy that is? Fast too.
It is fast. Is it dried already?
It's not dried, but this is like the second one I just did.
Oh, hot doggity.
So I've got 2 sand dolls now. And look, they actually go different directions.
Look at that. You can have Santa looking at Santa.
Yeah, I love the little birdie he's got on his finger. So I'm going to save these 2. And I'm going to do the Mary on the last one. So Darlene, where are you from? We will be this is our first live in a very long time.
It has been a long time, especially for me. I have not done anything other than working.
And so we are going to endeavor to be here every Friday night. My husband does karate. You know, getting all that skill. Clearly doesn't help him with moving.
Does not help with the moving.
Nope. You missed that story, Darlene. My husband tried to kill me the other day. I mean, he didn't try. He just almost did.
He just about got lucky with the insurance.
Okay, so again, so it comes like this. And I am just going to, it's got like a little quilted end to, which actually adds a really pretty texture on your finished piece. But I am just going to kind of like pull the end. I kind of do this with my fingers until I get an area that will separate. And when I do, then I am just, actually this is 3-ply. And you can save the back one to stamp on. So you could decoupage, you could stamp on the blank one and then decoupage it onto something.
Well, that's a good idea.
So I don't want this to be curled up. So I'm just going to carefully, you couldn't really do it on the middle one because it has a faint ink from the top. So, but you could definitely use...
How many plies are in there?
3 apparently.
Well,
but you could definitely use the last one for doing a stamping and decoupaging. Just bringing these off to the side.
All right, my candlesticks are coming right along.
And so I'm going to add my DIY liquid patina.
Don't call her, she'll come expecting something.
Right. Yeah, I love the trucks too. I think they're fabulous. It's hard to imagine them going out of style.
Because they're an awesome little truck, them old trucks.
I definitely will be doing a lot of jars. I for sure think that the jars, so like if you made sure to wrap it like this, it could go, you could almost get, you could probably use the back clear ply to area of connection if it didn't go all the way around a jar, but it comes really close to wrapping all the way around a quart mason jar. So I've got my layer of liquid patina. It is fairly thick. I mean, it's not super thick. It's not gloopy, but it's not thin. And notice I'm not even taking the time to like cut these apart first. They actually do okay until you put the top coat on. They do pretty good about letting you move them. I've done a lot with this brand, and it's a brand that we sell and we carry.
Hand cramps.
You can pick it up at vintagebedesign.com. These are $6 for, how many did I say were in here? 20 napkins.
20 napkins.
And
4
shipping
changes each.
Shipping should be, or 4 trucks. Shipping should be $1.95. If it's not, just send us a message and I'll fix it. They're brand new in the system, so it's possible they forgot to change the shipping when they added it, but like they just came in. So look how cute that is. And so this was just old artwork of stuff we used to sell. You could easily do this on thrift items. You could even just cut up blocks of wood.
Blocks of wood are good too, yeah. Get
So
lots of old fence wood.
And I'm just going to just pull it down, like in a downward motion, so that it comes off. I don't want to pull it I don't want to pull it up. I'm just pulling it down, 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 down. Now it's pulling on my Christmas tree a little bit, so I just want to be careful right here. Now I'm going to add a little more moisture right there because it feels like it's a little
dried out.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I didn't do the top yet. That's why.
Well,
I didn't coat the top yet. That's why it's giving me a little bit of a bugger right there.
And you're just using a top coat?
I am using DIY's liquid patina, which is perfect for decoupage, but you could absolutely use just a top coat.
I'm an Elmer's glue kind of person. Can I use that?
I mean, it's going to definitely create cloudiness if you use Elmer's glue.
Never mind then. I just like playing with Elmer's glue.
I mean, it is fun when it gets all over your fingers. And so if it doesn't have a perfect tear, which I never worry about a perfect tear, I just want to get most of it off, and I don't want to like lose these other sheets because I want to use those on something
bring
else.
The camera in close. It's kind of fun to watch that tear. It's oddly satisfying.
So I'm just gonna, I want to be able to use these pieces on something else. So I just really wanted it off of there so that I can fold them up and put them away till I have something else for them.
I got a Sammy. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I am not generally a crafter.
This is Sammy.
She teaches me how to craft.
You usually see Dean.
Yeah, you do usually see Dean, but Sammy apparently is making a visit. So I will ask questions like, what the heck? What am I doing next? It needs to just dry?
So, yep, they need to dry. So let's do these. I'll tell you what, I'll wash a brush. And you do
you have any brushes over there?
I don't have any small brushes, and I don't want to. That's probably why my sound doesn't work.
It's probably a good reason.
Because I always drop my phone.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna use Dark and Decrepit.
Ooh. You have the lid, please. Thank you very much. Am I squishing you, sir?
So this is DIY's Dark and Decrepit, and I love it for staining. It is such a beauteous color.
Is it just a regular paint, but you can use it for staining? Or?
So technically this is a liquid patina, which is more like a top coat.
Okay.
But it is food safe, so you can use it on cutting boards.
So normally,
I guess I'll just use the big one.
If you use it over a painted item, is it one of those things like a stain where you paint it on and then wipe it off?
Yes.
Okay.
But you do not have to top coat over it. Like stain, you still have to do a poly over it.
Okay.
This has it built in.
Well, that is handy.
And it's not really a poly built in, but it basically seals itself. And and it is food safe again. So we're not going to eat off of these. But if you had a cutting board,
I might.
If we had a cutting board or something, or you wanted to do
my charcuterie board, probably needs these wonderful little setups.
Exactly.
Just saying.
So this is for you to wipe it off.
All right. So does it need to be sanded?
I can grab some sandpaper.
It's kind of rough around the edges. See it? It's rough. Rough. I don't know if you can see that. To me, that would not be nice.
I'm going to throw these in water.
All right. Get these all cleaned up. So yes, I do like to collect junk. So stuff, things, items, possessions, collectibles. Borderline hoarder? Maybe.
If you didn't have me in your life, you would be a hoarder.
One of the books I found in this house was How to Overcome Being a Hoarder. So maybe I should set that one aside. There were quite a few books in this house. Quite a few. I got a lot of cookbooks. Oh my goodness, this lady must have liked cooking and gardening books. I need to start reading some of these gardening books.
So if we're going to go live every Friday night, what kind of stuff would you like to see us do? Aside from creating windows in a condo where there are none. That one's a little tricky. It's tricky.
Trompe l'oeil window.
That's gonna be really hard for me to teach online. But I mean, I can try.
Could you do it?
Could I do it? Possibly.
I'm pretty good with the painting, so.
I'm just gonna use, you don't have to. I'm just gonna use the heat gun to speed this up so that we can get it dry and I can show you what it'll look like.
Alright, I think my grains are looking better.
You know, you should be doing it where they can see.
Well, it's easier down on my lap. You've all seen sanding before. If not, grab some sandpaper. Join me.
Wow, did you know there's 41 people watching us?
Well, hey, 41 people. How are you?
You guys are awfully quiet for there to be this many people.
We're just background noise.
If you're crafting, what are you crafting?
Ooh, what are your favorite crafts?
I tell you, I have got so much wreath stuff in here. I've got to make some wreaths this year.
Yeah, I'm looking around at all the boxes just going, what is in this box? Oh, wreath supplies. What is in this box? Oh, more wreath supplies.
So now that it's, honestly, it should be 100% dry, but we ain't got time for that. So I'm just going to take my sandpaper and go lightly across the edge. I actually recommend that you sand down so that you don't accidentally pull your paper up if it's not 100% dry.
That would be a big mistake.
It would be a big mistake. And it literally just kind of comes off in these perfect little sheets.
Much smoother.
Tori Alexander says, hi.
Are we there?
Are we still here? Did we lose anybody?
I forgot to fix that because we don't normally go with my phone. Alright, dark and decrepit.
I don't know if we're alive anymore. Okay, we're still here.
Yay!
We lost a couple people, but we're still here.
See, they didn't want to hear from John either.
Do you want any Chipotle?
No.
No. Yes. Not for Sue. Sue, yes for me.
I had to eat when I came home. I did not eat today, but packing like a little fool.
He must have remembered that we were live for him to call you. Which is...
He just knows I always answer.
I mean, it could be that too.
Alright, so I did that, and now I wipe everything off.
Darlene, thank you for being here. I think we're more crooked now, though.
Well, you know, I touch things. Ooh, that does come out to a nice color.
Isn't that pretty?
Soaks into the end grain there, so it definitely gets a little darker.
So there, it's all sanded up. That was super easy. And then really you're pretty much done.
I'll do the underside just because I can.
Yeah, we're gonna have to remember to put your phone on Do Not Disturb if we're gonna use yours. Which clearly we are because mine must be messed up.
You probably have something clogging up your little speakers.
I see. Oh, hi, Les. I didn't see you on there. Good to see you. I am not stenciling tonight.
I was stenciling tonight. A lot of gluing things down and apparently staining.
So,
I like that one side better.
Now, what do you think that you would pay for this in a store? What number would sell in your market? These are about 6 by 6.
Is that about? Yeah, I guess that is about a 6
About
by 6.
maybe 5 by 5. 5 by 5, 6 by 6, somewhere in that ballpark.
Look at that. See, dark and decrepit. It stains very nice.
Hi, Veronica. I know, we never do live. We used to do live 3 times a week. Now it's been like months.
It's been a hectic time period. So much going on.
Sue has watched your videos, Veronica.
Yeah?
Chasing Sunshine.
Oh, hi. I have.
See?
I don't know who else. She just puts videos on all night long.
Yeah, once my day is done and I'm tired, I typically... Sometimes we'll binge watch a show.
That's right.
Sometimes we'll binge watch a show.
Sometimes we will.
But 5 out of 7 nights a week at least, it's after John goes to bed, it's usually us binge watching YouTube.
Am I gonna glue these on?
Yes.
What else are we gonna do?
We need to seal the base. Or we could do some wax, but
ooh, I like waxes.
I'm feeling a little. I mean,
it needs a little something.
A little something, something.
A little something.
What would you do to it?
We got just about anything you can name, so throw it out there.
Do you want to? Should we dark wax it? White waxing won't show up.
Make it a challenge for me because you know I need a good challenge.
Should we do like some gold dry brushing?
Oh, I don't. Oh, I forgot to paint that little part up there though. Dang it!
Dang it!
Dang it!
Brushes are in the kitchen unless you want finger paint. So I got a clear wax and a gold dry. What do you think? I think cute. I think these are adorable. Personally, I am going to clean up the back a little bit because I do like to have a clean back. Years and years and years and many years ago, decades ago to be honest, I used to be a full-time crafter. And back in those days, I used to sell in a store and they always, every time I'd bring stuff in, they'd like put them in the window displays. And the first time they wanted to do it, I got very admonished because my pieces weren't painted in the back. And as such, they did not make a good window display.
They were not finished.
They did not feel that they were finished. Correct. So, and these are the Santas because I don't think you saw those, Veronica. These are napkins that we sell in the store, vintagebdesign.com. You get 20 napkins for $6. Shipping should be $1.95. I think probably regardless of how many you buy. If you start to buy other things, then it's going to go to the standard shipping. But if you're just buying napkins, shipping is $1.95.
All right, this little booger was in the water.
I don't want to go that dark on there. It's a good idea, Rashonda.
What'd she say?
She said dark and decrepit on the lamps.
It is out.
It is out, but yeah. Make it look like a concrete statue, old and worn. I would do that, except that the store I'm going to put these in, I mean, that's the thing is I'm thinking weathered wheel.
Oh, are you? Oh, yeah, they definitely like that little farmhousey look.
And they pretty much want like white and wood.
Yeah. Yeah, if that's our audience for sales.
Yeah, I was going to put these in the weathered wheel because I think they're most likely to sell there. Like, we don't have a market until, I missed a little bit right there. We don't have a market again until November.
November, yeah. We got 2 in November?
3 in November.
Holy cow.
So really we're going to be selling in the stores. And to me, the best audience for these is weathered wheel. So I think probably just a clear wax, to be honest.
Clear? Sounds so boring.
It does sound boring, but they are very much like everything in their store is white and white and more like white with a little
wax.
It's not going to sell in their store.
Really?
Uh-uh.
I don't know.
Paint with a dark gray and then put on a... Well, we just painted them. So they're already painted. Like now we're just kind of finishing up.
They are Because You Can? Is that the name of the paint?
No, the paint is vintage linen.
Oh. I'm like, what the heck? See, I know nothing. Ah, vintage linen.
The shimmery making powders. I don't have any here because I'm at home. I grabbed 2 of the making powders. I grabbed the bright yellow and the bright green. I'm going to put these over here. Actually, I'll put them up here so you guys can see them. I grabbed 2 of the making powders because one of the projects that I want to work on is
nooks and crannies in here.
I got 2 side tables that used to be a vanity, but the vanity broke. So we had them cut off the 2 sides of it, turn them into side tables.
Those are in the garage, right?
Those are in the garage.
Where those came from.
And I have some wallpaper textured wallpaper that we found in a closet.
I got you some more.
Oh, yay. More of that specific one?
I don't know if it's that specific one, but it is a textured wallpaper.
Okay. So we have textured wallpaper we found in a closet that I'm going to put on the sides because the sides are really, they're veneer, and the veneer is chipping up. So I was going to put the wallpaper on the sides where it's chipping up, and then I'm going to paint them all like a blended blues, some blended blues, and then I have the green making powder and the bright yellow making powder. I don't know the names yet, I'm sorry. And I was going to put some sunflower molds on there and use those in the leaves and the flowers and then around the edges.
Okay.
So I'm very excited to work on that. Just if I can't ever list my house, I will never have time to get it done.
There's always something around here. I like the little brush. Why didn't I have this in the first place? Fill in all my little nooks and crannies. I'm a particular painter. I don't just slap it on. I probably need to learn how to just slap it on. I'm a finicky painter.
Here, I have some pearl wax.
Ooh. I keep thinking I had some in my car the other day and I can't remember what it was. And why I've got it in my car, I don't know.
I have some fusion pearl wax. You want to give me that one?
All right.
We've got another lid to do too.
Oh yeah.
Because there's 2 of them.
Well.
So I like the pearl wax often when I'm doing silver, because it gives that little bit of shimmer afterwards, because it still feels like it's gonna be really hard to see, so I'll try to. I don't know how easy it'll be to catch on camera. It really is nice, but I just did this section right here and stopped kind of right there, but it does have a little bit of shimmer to it.
Just a little bit to catch the eye. I like that idea.
Make it feel a little more festive.
All right, this thing does not want to close for me.
That's supposed to say Santa Claus. Oh, what?
Which one says?
Have I noticed? Yes, it's because the napkins come. Let me open another one. When you get the napkins and you unfold them, so you have 2 facing one direction and 2 facing the other direction. But look, that means that somebody could have a pair.
I was thinking it would be kind of neat if you could put like a weighted bottom with a hook on there and you can use them as your stocking holders.
Oh, that's a good idea.
See, I'm a thinker.
That would be cute.
But I don't know what you would use on that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could just do another block of wood or something under it. I don't know.
Oddly enough, I think I packed something up this today at that house. That would work perfectly.
So I'm going to tell you guys, I have gotten so much controversy over my vintage market.
Not you.
Videos. Apparently the promoter is not very happy with me.
We weren't trying to diss the market. It was just a
I
bad
never
weekend and it was not their
said
fault.
I did not say a single bad thing about the promoter. I said we didn't do well. There weren't a lot of people, probably because of COVID in Florida and tax-free weekend back to school. I never dissed the promoter in any way, shape, or form, but I'm just gonna say, if you want to see the controversy, go on Instagram and look up Fancy Flea Lakeland.
Now she's gonna start controversy.
You know, I just don't like it when people lie about me.
Well, I personally don't think they watched the video to actually know what you were saying. I think they probably heard it from.
I mean, like, if I screw up, if I say something bad, like anything you see me say online is something I would say to somebody if they were standing in front of me. Am I wrong about that? Do I lie about that?
I don't lie about that. I'll put her back up there.
And I got somebody, we have a picture on our Instagram of a pillow that says be nice or leave. And then somebody commented, you should follow your own advice. and I said, well, actually I did leave. And I told him I wasn't coming back. And she says, oh, well, you sound like a really nice person. Or a really sweet person. You sound like a really sweet person. I'm like, I don't think I ever claimed to be sweet.
And a cup of tea.
Yeah, the only thing sweet is my blood for mosquitoes or something, and that's actually her.
That's me. I'm a mosquito magnet.
You are a mosquito magnet.
Although surprisingly enough, I don't think I got bit today, and I was out in the middle of a horse field. A horse pasture?
I mean,
paddock?
I did not say, this actually, the pearl is great. So you guys were dead on that. I know it's really probably hard to see, but it does have just enough shimmer that it feels like it's got something a little special going on.
Are you gonna shimmer that one too?
Yeah.
This is fun. This really is like staining, isn't it?
Except for it's water-based, so you can wash your hands afterwards.
Yay!
And it is not smelly at all.
Nope. Not at all.
And it's food safe even.
Not even at all.
Even food safe.
Doesn't even have the smell of like a pigment in there.
And Veronica, you're very kind to say that.
What'd she say?
She said that I was nice, just so I know. I'm a very nice person.
Dang it.
Dang it.
Me, on the other hand, look out.
No, she's actually the really nice one. I just am honest. You know, if you're okay with honesty, then I just don't sugarcoat things. I just don't, I don't have time for that. I don't want to be mean to anybody. And I'll never say anything written online or whatever that I would not say to somebody's face. But I don't get into the whole, people, I get told I'm a mean girl sometimes.
And I will call her out if she is being a bit of a mean girl.
I get told I'm a mean girl sometimes because people ask for opinions on things. And, I give my opinion.
All right, that one is stained. Let me have the lid. Por favor, please.
And I mean, if you're going to ask for somebody's opinion and ask I don't really like to talk about it much because I'm not somebody who likes to super toot my own horn, but I've kind of been a big deal in the staging industry for the better part of 20 years now. And when somebody does really negative work and bad work or things are wrong, not to scale, they're not the right whatever, and they ask for the opinion.
Melissa has excused herself from a couple of Facebook groups.
I do not offer my opinion unless people are like, what would you do? How would you do this better? Why doesn't the client like it?
Well, Melissa will give an opinion. And it will be honest not necessarily brutal, but it is honest. And people just don't like honesty.
They don't. They want people to be nice.
But she does give good constructive criticism.
But yeah, I give them facts. I don't give them like, your rug is too small, the rug should be this size. This is, you know, you need more furniture. Where could they watch TV?
Don't hang your pictures too high. Maybe your grouping is too close. Maybe the room isn't balanced.
You don't have enough furniture in here for the buyers, for this price point. Whatever. Like this is how my staging company, like COVID kind of set us back a bit, but in 2019 we did $1.25 million in gross sales.
That was a busy year.
It's a busy year. We averaged like 45 to 60 vacant staged house, fully staged, like every room in the house, every month. Like people wonder why they can't get work, why people don't like their work. And they ask, then they should be prepared to hear the answer from the people who've made successful businesses out of it. And it makes me crazy when they won't. So yeah, I've excused myself from many a group. If you're just there to blow wind up a skirt, I don't have time.
And I like to think that maybe, you know, hearing it gets you a little grumpy at first because you don't want to hear the bad. Which, you know, sometimes you just got to. But I'd like to think that maybe, you know, they stepped back and thought about what was said and looked at the pictures, looked at the room and said, you know what? I think she might be right.
I mean...
Not that we'll ever know.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that, yeah, I don't say it to be mean. I say it to help them grow their business, to see. But, like, I'm all about helping people grow their business. I had a student, a couple, they paid $10,000 for my training, my staging training. But I guaranteed them that in their first year of business, that their company would do at least $100,000.
Please.
And they came to training at the very beginning of COVID. Thank you very much. Like, COVID started in like February, March, and their first training was like at the end of March. So they started their business.
What was this?
Angelique? Utopia?
Vegas?
Yeah, Vegas.
I thought it was a couple of years ago.
No. I mean, it was 2020.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was like 2018.
It was 2020.
I feel like they've been around forever.
And so she started her business at the very beginning of COVID.
They kick butt if you're in Vegas.
And they did. And sure enough, at the end of her first year, it didn't even take them a full year to reach $100,000. And most other businesses were struggling, and she followed what I told her to do.
How to find leads.
Now she's...
How to market.
Yep, now she's been voted best stager in Las Vegas and all that good stuff. So,
they're
anyway.
good. They've been very good.
Yeah.
They're a good team.
They are. Okay, so I think all we have left to do, and I need to let the wax dry now, is we're going to put some of this
Gorilla Glue. I'm not a big fan of Gorilla Glue, but this is what we have.
She's not, but this is actually really good. This is their 10-minute glue, and I like it. She doesn't like the old stuff that expands. That's not this stuff.
I hate that stuff. It just foams right up, and it's like, well, what's the point of that?
So we're going to glue these on like this, so these are our projects. Yeah, so you can see.
What do you think?
What do you think? Do you like how they came out?
See, from a lamp to a candle holder, we're going back in time.
Yeah, and you can pick up lamps like this at Goodwill for, I'm going to say, less than $15.
Oh, yeah, $6.
And you can paint it. It didn't take very long to paint. And we will probably sell this for close to $40 for this candlestick. So. I probably will actually price it at like $45. And I'll probably price this one at right around $29.95, something like that. And I'm obviously good profit in that. So that was
quick, fun, easy.
Quick,
and
fun,
then you
easy.
got these little cuties.
And these little cuties. And these will probably sell for probably like, I don't know, maybe like $14.95 each. And again, you could pick them up at thrift stores super cheap. And these were just things that we hadn't sold. So rather than get rid of them or mark them down to not make any profit, it, you know, just a little bit of time to make over.
A little bit of time, a little bit of effort Turn it into something everybody wants.
That's right. So I hope you guys enjoyed us being live tonight.
It was fun.
I will still try to have a video out for you on Sunday. And we are going to be doing more of the look what I did this week things because so many people responded positively to my last look what I did this week video. Yay. And again, we'll try to be live here Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or in the ish
area. Probably a few minutes afterwards. So if you can't be here at 8 o'clock, believe me, we're probably going to join you a little later as well.
Yeah. So, and sometimes it'll be makeovers, and sometimes it might be like sales stuff in the shop.
Yeah. I mean, it could be anything.
It could be anything.
It could be anything.
It'll be related to this, but yeah, it might be something different every week. Who knows?
Give us ideas. Again, I'm learning. She's teaching. Let's see how I can screw things up. I mean, you know, do good.
Remember, we make mistakes, so you don't have to.
Well, I had fun. It's good to be back. Good to see everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.